Welcome to Maggie James Yoga. Today's focus is on the neck and how the head is positioned at the top of the S-curve of the spine. So the spine is designed in a nice S-curve to give it some bounce and to be able to absorb any shocks as you walk and to be able to still carry the head on top of it, which is about 1/5 of your normal body weight, not pregnant body weight. And so let's say in my case it's roughly 10 to 12 kilos, and that is quite a heavy load. But if it's, as long as it is stacked on top of my S-curve, it is happy and it doesn't bear a lot of muscle engagement to just hold my head up high. However, the minute I spend a lot of time in this position hunched over a computer or looking at my phone, which in and of itself isn't bad in itself, it's just that we spend so many hours doing that our body gets the message to tighten up all those muscles to hold your head in this position. So it's very important, especially if you spend a lot of time like this, to then work on the muscles, such as the deep neck flexors, to draw this whole structure back, as well as the cervical extenders here. So the muscles around the top of the spine. These are the exercises we'll be doing today. Stand against a wall and we'll do the little chicken. So have the heels about 1 to 2 inches away from the wall. Feel your sacrum, your tailbone and the upper back pressing into the wall. You'll probably have a natural curve where the lumbar spine is. And then just gently tuck the chin under and press your head into the wall and stay for a couple of seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. Continue to breathe normally. And then release. And then repeat this a couple of times until you get that sensation of the muscles engaging around the neck as you tuck your chin gently in, as well as the deep neck flexors at the front. Continue breathing as normal, so you don't need to focus too much on when you exhale or inhale, but just continue the breath. And another thing you'll notice when you stand like this for a couple of seconds is that you're able to actually breathe more fully. So even if you don't want to do a strengthening exercise, one of the things you can do is simply bring your hands to your ribs and simply feel the ribs expanding to the sides and to the back of the body. This is where the wall comes in handy. So feel the back of the body pressing into the wall and the ribs to the sides to your hands. And this in itself, this exercise of breathing fully into the body, should already get you into a nice natural S-curve alignment with the head stacked on top. If you want to check yourself in the mirror to see whether your head is stacking naturally on top of your head, whether on top of your shoulders, on top of your hips, then all you got to do is look in the mirror sideways and notice, or take a photo of yourself or ask someone, and notice if your ear is roughly in line with your shoulders, with the hip point, the knees and the ankles. So obviously when I'm pregnant, I've got a lot of weight to the front, so there's a tendency to go back a little bit and then the head to compensate forward. There's all sorts of things going on for every single person, so just find a natural way to align yourself. Like I said, the breathing is a really good one, and using the wall is another really good one. And the point of doing all of this is not to then stand rigidly in this kind of Tadasana mountain pose all day long, because that'll just send other messages to your muscles to engage in different ways and continuously. The point is to find more mobility and freedom of movement, and when you do end up having some pain, that you're able to trace back where that pain might be coming from. A lot of tension headaches come from this positioning as well, so another nice thing to do is just to massage the jaw area if you have any tension or before doing these exercises. Okay, I'm going to weave this chicken head exercise into today's practice, so hopefully you'll enjoy it and you'll understand the thinking behind it. So one of the reasons why working on the neck is especially important during pregnancy is because when you are a mum, you have even more of a tendency to jut your head forward into this forward position with the chin forward and the head forward. One of the reasons is psychologically we're always intent on showing engagement to our little ones once they're born, and showing that we're listening, watching close to them. So I remember breastfeeding and just having so much of this position going on because I was staring at my baby or looking at it or whatever, and that puts a lot of strain on the neck muscles. For example, I was looking at a friend's video she sent to me, and I used to look up to her in that sense that she had such great posture and she was super sporty. And now that she's a mum, I notice the same kind of position that I recognize in my own videos when I see them of myself. This kind of forward jutting, hunched over, because she's so keen on engaging with her little one. So it's a very natural thing to do, and there's nothing wrong with it in and of itself. It's just if we then don't know how to relax these muscles afterwards and continuously stay in this tense position, that it will end up causing us chronic pain and fatigue. Okay, the other thing that we're not always aware of is how much we use our jaw and how much we tense our jaw in order to engage muscles through the neural pathway. So something that I learned from a postural therapist on this is to relax my jaw by sticking my hands onto the inside of my mouth. So give your hands a good wash so that you feel clean. And once you've done that, then bring your index finger into the mouth at the point where your upper and your lower jaw meet. And then press on that point with both fingers, both sides, and just release. It's a very similar sensation to when you press on the inside of your palm or the inside of your arch of the foot. It's a kind of painful but good sensation, and you'll feel the muscles relax after a few seconds. I'll just demonstrate. So as silly as it looks, it's really effective, and you can of course also massage the jaw around the outside, but it's a very nice sensation to do the same for the inside. So for the outside, just bring your hands to where your earlobe is, massage around the jaw area, all the way to the chin, and then all the way around up to the temples, and then up into the hairline, around the eyebrows, under the eye, just in the eye socket gently, and around the cheeks and the mouth. And this in itself should help to relax a lot of the muscles around the face, which can tend to also tense up, again, especially if you're a mother and you're always trying to show an engaged expression to your children. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching.